Hey Souls, what's up?
Tom McCarthy here.
Flipster here.
Chrissy?
How y'all doing out there? We got some new stuff here. Dorothy,
Yes.
Gifts from the Holy Ghost, featuring Slash.
Live at the Troubadour.
Never heard of this.
Me either.
Well, we know Slash quite well, but Dorothy.
Yeah,
I'm
from
not
Guns N'
familiar with.
Roses. I mean Guns N' Roses.
Anyways, yeah, it'd be interesting to check this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man.
I'm sorry, I'm just not an Axl Rose fan, you know.
Well, this is Slash. It's not Axl.
Sing through my nose now, big nose of mine. Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. Anyway, that's a whole different video, a whole different subject. These
people
folks
like
are
that
way,
dude,
way
man.
different. Because he punched one of the people that's trying to publicize him. He punched the camera lens
Well, for
and
stuff
You
about his
know.
wife. He's
I
very
don't know.
protective of his wife.
I don't know the story. So.
no, he's that didn't happen during no marital thing or anything like that. That happened when he got off the bus. It was,
Okay.
it was a professional indiscretion.
Maybe he tripped and fell into somebody's face.
Yeah, could have happened to anybody.
I'm sorry, Mr. Videographer. You know, I'm sorry that you kept hitting your camera into my fist. It's one of them things. Anyway, that's another story for a different
Okay,
decade.
well,
A couple of
let's
them
watch
ago.
this video, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, without further ado.
He's not the one in the video.
Sorry, I digress.
Slash is the one that is featured, not his.
Yeah.
Not his ex-band member. So we are talking about Dorothy, who I've never heard before, and Slash.
Yeah.
Featuring Slash.
I guess Dorothy is the band. The entire
Dorothy
band.
is the band. Yeah.
They're good enough to feature Slash. They're good enough.
They're
for
good
me,
enough to
man.
be at the Troubadour, man.
Oh.
They're live at the Troubadour.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, without further ado, let's rock on.
Los Angeles, we have a special guest for you tonight. Please welcome Slash. What better way to debut Gifts from the Holy Ghost? All right, boys. Oh!
I love the message there too.
Yeah, that was a cool message. Kind of standard, classic rock and roll sound.
Oh man, yeah. Just back to the basics.
Back
man.
to the
Just-
basics.
just-
But her voice and the harmonies, the vocals,
Yeah.
really had. She has even a more soprano than
good
a
old
lot of,
solid rock and roll.
you know.
I wouldn't say soprano.
Not really
I'd
soprano.
say I'd
It's-
say more. She had some grit, kind of like
But I mean, it's higher range though.
kind of like a
than
more refined Janis Joplin.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But yet
No.
more refined. She didn't, she didn't have a growl to her, but she had a. It was.
She had about the right amount of attack in her.
But this is just one
That
song
was-
we've
that was
heard from
nice.
them, so
Yeah.
it's hard for us to say anything too much about the band, other than really
I
like
liked
the
it.
message, really like the song, really like the performers. Of course, we're
It's good old rock and roll. you
raised
know?
Yeah,
on,
I mean,
raised on
it's-
Slash,
I mean-
so. But it is
Just good old rock and roll right
I
there.
wasn't raised on it. I'd done been playing 20 years when I first heard Slash, but
well, I was still growing up when I listened to that stuff.
we're always growing until we're dead. Right?
Which is true.
As musicians, I mean that's
If you don't die, you'll
what we do.
live.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
At least I keep growing new brain cells on a daily basis. I don't know about some people.
I keep killing them on a daily basis.
Yeah, but as long as you're alive and breathing, you still growing them.
That's okay. I'm
Still kicking, man.
I'll store new information in some of the old ones that are still living, so I just delete old crap. Just keep on piling on some new.
Well, you
But,
sold your truck, so you'll continue. To,
I'm a soldier.
you'll continue
I
to
sold.
drive.
Yes. I,
Sold your truck.
something made me soldier truck. Oh my God. Why did I do that to myself? We needed it out of the yard. It was just sitting out there and doing nothing for anybody, so now it went to a good home. Anyway, that reminded me of your typical 70s jamming out, the old
Hard rock.
Ampeg,
Yes.
SVT classic.
And the Marshall, and
And the Marshall DSL, 2100 it looked like, from 1992.
yeah. And that Fender bass looked like that was a
That's what I'm
Fender
saying, that's
bass. Looked
good,
like it had some
solid,
age
just
on it.
Solid rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff and good message.
Probably a 59 Paul or something.
I mean, that's what they were after. I would say that's what. I don't
Yeah.
know much about this band, but I
Sound
will.
good.
The only backup vocals that I heard was coming from the drummer. It was very surprising.
So that's where the backup vocals were
There was
coming from.
just
They
the
were
drummer.
very
It was a
impressive.
drummer and a singer. That was
Very-
it.
He had very impressive vocals, and I was very impressed.
Yes. Yes. That was refreshingly talented,
No
I
doubt.
would
Yes,
say.
yes.
The whole rhythm thing of it reminded me of that late 60s vibe.
Hmm.
Like a Woodstock type of rhythm lines,
But one thing they
but
did
with updated sound.
with what
No.
one thing that they did though is even though it was old school rock and roll with the old classic instruments and sounds,
Yeah.
it didn't sound like any other song out there.
Right.
Not really. I mean,
They incorporated that old school style with a new school tone,
yeah.
and even using a lot of the old school equipment
Yeah.
on the stage, but the production out in the front of the house, the sound system and all that good stuff, it had to have been absolutely phenomenal.
Sounded good.
I would have loved to have been there. I mean, live at the Troubadour, Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow.
I would rather they
No.
come to Alabama.
Yeah, that's one of the great things I love about live shows, because you get a better feel for who they are.
California's scary.
Oh, California's nuts.
I get scared driving in Nashville. I sure don't want to be traveling in California. So,
California's
come here.
California's
We don't-
crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, you know that they're not. They will. Houses in California are uninsurable right now because of all the
Disasters,
disasters, tectonic
fires,
plates,
earthquakes,
earthquakes.
floods.
It's
They pay more for homeowners insurance than they do for their yacht.
it's
No, now they're uninsurable.
California is in the apocalypse.
Apocalypse zone?
I
I don't know
think
about all that, but
I think apocalypse has
I've
arrived
heard
there
it on the
first.
news.
Here we go in the apocalypse zone.
There's
Something like
lots
that.
Buying a
of places
freaking
in
house and,
California that no longer offer insurance
Yeah.
to homeowners. And
Oh.
And it's sad. I have friends. My
they
friend
can't
Jenny's
insure
from
the house.
California.
It's guaranteed to
Our-
burn down.
Our friends
flood,
Robin Lindsay's
or
from
earthquake.
California.
It's
We've got lots
guaranteed.
of friends out there.
Or just fall off the freaking edge of the continent one day.
Well, who knows?
I know a bunch of cool rockers are out there.
Y'all know that you live on a fault line.
I have relatives in
So-
California, and
I do too. I lived in
Uncle
San
David,
Diego
Aunt
for a
Lib,
while.
you guys are crazy for being out there. What's wrong with you? You got the money. Go to the other side of Yellowstone. What's wrong with you? You're retired. Go
I
somewhere
loved
else.
it, but it was different back
Keep
in
living.
the late 90s.
Right.
I was only out there.
We can
Stations
pray for
out
them
there.
over there because it's pretty scary over there. Well, if anything happened to Yellowstone, we'd all be ashed. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. Depends on the weather.
If Yellowstone went again, it would probably cause anything west of the San Andreas to fall off. It probably would. That would be absolutely cataclysmic. Apocalyptic.
Watch out, Frank. Here we come.
Apocalyptica coming up soon.
We're gonna let the Netherlands do
Stay
it.
tuned. Oh.
Tell them to stay- something.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm going through is some truck
Well,
Mageddon.
they keep terrifying people on YouTube about it blowing up, so maybe they'll wish it true. Who knows?
Best thing you can do is get saved. That's why I gifts from the Holy Ghost. I thought that was a sweet message in this song. It really
I
was.
really liked the
Yeah, I
lyrics.
liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it
I
a
could
lot.
hear him. I could hear her. I mean,
Yeah, it was a great live
Yeah.
show. I mean, you could
was.
hear everything very well.
The vocals, very impressive. Hers and the backups, what you said
The
You-
drummer
Yeah.
was the only one.
was the only one.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Could have solid
Impress-
9 on Digometer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Slash is sitting there like a freaking old lumbering turtle up on the stage.
I am a
Getting
major
into it,
symphonic
yeah.
metal head fan, but I can
I
definitely
like some good
appreciate.
old rock
was
and roll,
doing it.
man.
I can
He was
appreciate
doing
this. It's just
He was doing it.
I want to hear some more, Dorothy.
we'll hear some.
We
more.
all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button right now. Right now.
Quick.
Come on.
We'll wait. Go ahead.
And subscribe to Dorothy too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Yeah,
could
yeah.
use it.
Anyway, y'all behave yourselves. Be good to each other. And get saved for crying out loud.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Everybody stay safe. Love and God bless. Keep rocking. And later.